where we last left off, we did Mirabelle and Odile's friend quests. Those were ones that seem to be the ones that take the longest anyway. The next thing we need to do is Bonnie, and we need to guess what her favorite 3 foods are, which we would have gotten hints during the snack time. I think I can just brute force my way through it, and then we'll do Isabel. Bonnie is here, looking morosely at the fields. Bonnie! Hey, friend. What do you want? Can I help you with anything? Help me? But I don't want your help. I don't want you to help me with anything! You're stupid and you don't know me, so I don't want you to help me. You don't even know my 3 favorite foods, stupid. I do. Huh? You love... Of these 3, I think it's gonna be rice. I feel like there was a conversation about Bonnie loving rice and Odile saying something like, kids love rice. Yeah, that's true, but... and... Of the games I found, a Scott Pilgrim follow-up game is definitely most interesting. It's one of those, things, one of those games that I didn't think the creators would be interested in making a sequel to. The fact that it got a remaster, like the original side-scrolling beat-em-up, when it got a remaster, I was like, wow, that's actually really impressive. But the fact that they're going to make a sequel to it is awesome. Fish heads. I'm pretty sure it's fish heads here. No. Darn it. Oops. I don't want you to help me with anything. Ever. Okay. I'm trying to think who we never gave the flower to. We might as well try to take care of... I know we gave Bonnie a flower before. And I think we gave Mirabelle one as well, so we'll give Odile the next one. Where is Odile? Maybe Bonnie knows where she is? Never mind. Okay. We will give it to Issa then, because I don't know where Odile is. The most recent game I posted is also for the low price of $3.99. I don't recall what the latest one was that you posted. Issa's not here. Okay, we will check over by the tree, I guess. There you are. Issa. Sif? Woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I get it. Anyway, I was just looking for the favor tree. Okay, he did the hand thing again. You're too curious. You'll have to ask later. Flower for you. Seasonala Cemetery. I do recall looking at it. I didn't look at the price, though. What? A flower? For me? You're the only one here, Issa. Haha, yeah! Takes the flower and cradles it gently in his hands. Thanks, Sif. I'll treasure it forever. He seems happy. What's with the hand thing? The hand thing? What? You do get the same gesture he does every time you talk to him at this time. Bringing your hand up towards his shoulder, then sharply taking your hand back. Isabeau looks at your gesture, confused. Then suddenly stills. Well... I was trying to touch your shoulder as, like, a bro thing. Huh? But I remembered you don't like to be touched. I remembered mid-move, so I didn't touch you. So it's okay. Sorry. Water time, by the way. He was trying to touch your shoulder? You're not sure how to react to this. See, this is why I didn't do it. Because you do that face every time people try to touch you. I'm sorry. I try to remember, sorry. Okay, you're confused, but it feels like he thinks you don't want to be touched. You don't want to think about this anymore. Anyway. He will not help he will not ask for our help until we have helped everybody else. So we need to reset the loop. Loop 24. Looping back resets your wounds, but your neck still hurts. First, let's try fishing. Ah, bummer. It was restful to sit here and let your mind wander for a little bit. I wonder if that's the key. You actually need to do it a certain number of times. We will grab the flower to talk to Odile later. Why are you giving flowers away? Have you looked around my house? I cannot get rid of these fast enough. That's why everyone in Dormont has some too. And it's just nice, isn't it? To be able to give physical proof of your love to people? Not really. You're learning that physical things fade too. Oh, poor Siffrin. Maybe that's a byproduct of, the loops and everything. Can I help you with anything? I do know your 3 favorite foods. You love rice. And maybe Madeline's is the next one? Ah, it was pineapples, darn it. I think the third one is going to be samosas, though. Oh, we have given Odile the flower before. I guess we've given everyone the flower at this point, then? Maybe we haven't given it to Bonnie? I'll just quickly double check. Okay, I have given you the flower. Okay. Let us re-loop. Here we go. You're a living comedy sketch. No! Looks like we've used half of our, You're annoyed there isn't a more dignified way to loop back in the village. It looks like we've used up half of our, memories of skirmish so far. 60 is still a good number. Like, I'm not worried. Somehow, even though you probably won't catch anything, fishing calms you down. You feel at peace. Once again, you didn't catch anything, but you're fine with it. You feel like you got the chance to put your thoughts in order. Memory of fishing. Ooh, what's this? You'll always remember this. When equipped, Memory of Fishing gives you +2 attack for every time you've gone fishing. Ooh. Combine that with some of the other stuff in the game. I knew there was something about this. At the cost of attack speed, though. We would go really slow, but if you make sure to, like, do this, like, a whole bunch of times, you can just game yourself to have, like, a huge attack boost. Can't have everything, Stardust. Oh, awesome. I knew! I'm glad that something seems a little suspicious and I put a little effort towards it and it all works out for me. You love rice. And pineapples. And the last one is samosas. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But which samosas? No, another question. Yeah, I bet you don't even know that. Which samosas are my favorite, stupid? Is it samosas with cheese, with potatoes, with cheese, without potatoes, or without cheese, with potatoes, or without cheese, without potatoes? Oh, no. It's without cheese, because I remember I think it was Sifrin was the only one who liked cheese with them, so without cheese, with potatoes. Fingers crossed. I don't want to do another loop. Yes! Yeah. That's all my favorite foods. Success. If you remembered them all, you do pay attention to me? No, that's stupid. Of course you do. Or else you wouldn't have... There's something you can help me with. Yeah. Can you come with me? If you have time. I have time now. Okay. Then, come on. Bonnie brought you outside of Dormont. You can see some weak sadness roaming around in the distance. Fryn, You said I could ask for anything, yeah? Not exactly what you said, but... Sure, whatever you want. Okay, well, I need you to teach me how to fight. Oh. Love the music. I know Dial's gonna say I can help you all in battle tomorrow, but it'll be from far away, right? I want to help. To actually help. And for that, I need to learn how to fight. So you're gonna help me. Let's go! Bonnie ran away. Towards the sadness. You run towards Bonnie as fast as you can. Look, look! I'm not scared! Come on! Skaith! Sorry, that's a .hack G reference. Ooh, paper type. That's gonna be good. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I can do this. I can do this! The Bonnie portrait is so good. Ah. Bonnie, without thinking about it, you strike. Oh. We just wipe it out. we leveled up from that. That's really funny. Because that's not scripted, that's just the experience points. You can't help but yell. Be more careful, Bonnie. I'm sorry. You look at Bonnie closely. Miraculously, they don't seem hurt. Bonnie is trembling. I shouldn't have yelled. Breathe with me. You breathe slowly, in and out, and make sure Bonnie breathes with you. Oh yeah, we had a moment on the 3rd floor, I think, where Mirabelle is kind of crashing out a bit, and Issa instructs her to breathe like Sifrin does. You need to calm down too. Slowly, they stop shaking. That didn't go super well. It did not. No. It's your fault. You weren't there. You weren't there to help me and tell me what to do. You frown. I mean, I'm sorry. I can teach you, but don't go on ahead on your own. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll listen. Tell me how to fight. I want to learn. You look around. There's another sadness in the distance. You put your index finger in front of your mouth to tell Bonnie to stay silent and point towards the sadness. Bonnie looks over and nods. You jump in. Okay. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Yes. What do I do? You smile. Teaching time. You tell Bonnie to look at the sadness's hands. That's a scissor sign, right? So that means they're vulnerable to rockcraft. Yeah! I know rockcraft. Bonnie knows rockcraft? What? So I can hit them, right? You nod. Okay. Okay. Here I go. You take an attacking stance. Bonnie follows suit. Bonnie attacks wildly. Hey, nice job, Bonnie. I did it! I did it, friend! You clap. You breathe in and out. Yeah! You defeated the sadness. You breathe out. Bonnie is looking up at you. You look back. Hey, Fryn, why aren't we allowed to touch you? Why aren't we allowed to touch you? What? Dial and Za and Belle said we're not allowed to touch you because it makes you jump and because they said so. It's true that you jump, but I was wondering why, because it means we can't high-five or anything. Why? None of them are touching you. On purpose? I guess it may just be one of those things that you don't recognize about yourself. It's just kind of like a second nature habit or something. But clearly, like, other people would pick up on this thing, like, oh, he's acting uncomfortable when we do these things. We should stop doing them. Because it makes you jump? For such a simple reason? I don't mind being touched or hugged. I'm just not used to it. You're not used to it? Oh, maybe it's because you're not ready for it when it happens. That's how it is with Nil. Oh, is that your sister? Nil? My sister. Her name's Petra Nil, but that's dumb. So I call her Nil. That's dumb. She doesn't like it when people touch her, and when people touch her and she's not ready for it. Nil's really cool and tough, but she gets scared easy, I think. One day, I touched her shoulder, and she didn't know I was there, and she screamed really loud! Like, ah! But then she said I shouldn't do it again, because when she's scared, she said her scared brain takes over, and she said she might suplex me without meaning to. Which sounds really cool, but she said she doesn't want to suplex me because she doesn't want to hurt me. She did suplex one dude who scared her once, though. So I'm not allowed to touch her if she doesn't know I'm there, so I always try to walk really loud so she hears me coming. That's why my shoes are so big, see? What? Bonnie points at their boots. You nod. Heh. I don't want to talk about my sister anymore. You don't often talk about her. She's frozen in time and she's not here, so I don't want to talk about her. She says talking behind people's backs is bad. And also, talking about her hurts and makes me sad. I want Nil to be here. I should have helped her when... Why aren't you used to being touched? Did your family not hug you when you were a kid? You flinch. Can't remember. Oh. But maybe that's why. Again, we're getting into this kind of like recurring background information on Siffrin that he doesn't remember growing up. He doesn't remember his childhood. He doesn't remember where he's from. I'm really feeling like he's from that country that everyone forgot about. I'm just not used to it, and it takes me off guard, I think. Oh, okay. So if you can see me, and if I tell you I'm gonna touch you, it's fine? It's not fine, but... Sure. Huh. Okay. I'll remember that. So, then... Bonnie jumps up and down, making sure you watch them do it. I'm going to touch you down. Suddenly, Bonnie pokes you hard in the stomach. I thought we were gonna high five. Ow. You saw me and I told you, so it's fine. I guess so. Alright, let's go. Let's fight one more sadness. I can do one more. I guess it's a good thing there's all these weak sadnesses all around outside of Dormont. Okay, I can do this. Watch me, friend. You smile and join Bonnie. You and the sadness exchange blows. Ooh, this one's tougher. Ooh, Bonnie. At least I don't have to, like, act this out. It just, this is different from usual. You're not used to fighting outside anymore. The ground is uneven, and there's rocks and branches to worry about. Oop. Did we fall over? You tripped on a branch. Friend! The sadness saw you fall and is running towards you to attack. No! Oh, this probably is how her sister got frozen in time. Not this time. Hey, critical hit. Good job, Bonnie. You breathe in and out. 150 experience points. Friend! Friend, are you okay? Bonnie is shaking. I'm okay, Bon. I just tripped. Hey, that's what Issa calls her. Really? You promise? You nod. Okay. You haven't called me Bon in forever. Only Zaw calls me that now. Oh, it used to be a shared nickname. Oops. Bonnie. No, I didn't mean... You promise you're okay? You nod. Okay. Sorry. I got scared, it reminded me of before, that's all. Before? Yeah. You remember, right? It was a while back, when you protected me from that other sadness, you know? What sadness do they mean? You can't remember. Which one? Which one? The one that got your eye, stupid! Oh! Sifrin can't even remember that far back? That's very concerning. Oh! Ah! Well, now we know what happened to his eye. A sadness got it. And I guess that's not what happened to her sister. Oh, crab, you stupid crabbing. See, I told you. I knew it. You're so crabbing stupid. You didn't even remember it. You think it doesn't matter. You keep getting hurt because of me and you don't care. Oh, poor Bonnie. You can't see from one eye because of me, and you think it doesn't crabbing matter. That's right. You'd forgotten. It was after you all met Bonnie, before they started barely speaking to you anymore. They weren't careful, and a sadness was about to hurt them. They're so small. No one else was close enough to do anything. You're the fastest. So you ran, got in front of them, and... Why did you do it, friend? Why did you do it? Why did you protect me? I don't understand. You could have stayed put. I could have taken care of it. I was fine. But no. Friend thinks they're better than everybody else. And you tried to protect me like a stupid crabbing idiot. And you got hurt. Because of me. Because of me, you can't see from one eye. You have a big scar. And you bump into things all the time. And you trip all the time, and you can't see. Because of me. Because of me. Oh. Oh no. They seem really upset, but it's not that big of a deal, though. But it is. It really is. You got hurt because of me, and I don't like it. I don't want it to have happened. You should have stood there and let me be hurt. But you would have died. It doesn't matter. If I died, it would have been fine. Oh, jeez, Bonnie. It would never have been fine. I could never have let that sadness hit you. I know you don't like it when we say you're a child, but you are. And as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure you're safe. Did you want us to go to your sister and tell her, sorry, we didn't jump to save them, so they're gone now? You'll always be more important than any of us. No matter what, we'll always make sure you'll live. Oh, and that kind of ties in, again, to that conversation we had in, towards the end of Act 2, where, or no, it was in the beginning of Act 3, I think, where we found out that, Bonnie was paying attention to us talking about, like, make sure Bonnie stays safe, and she freaks out. And I think Sifrin had, like, a panic attack that, sent him back in time. And I'll always pick you over a blinding, stupid eye. Kazi, thank you so much for the splash. Unfortunately, it does nothing, but it does let me know that you're here. You're tuning in right as in, like, one of the most emotional scenes we've ever seen in this game, honestly. But welcome in, I hope you're doing well. But Fryn, I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to be hurt. You can reassure them all you want. Say you're sorry, promise you'll never do it again. I'm ready to cry over my cooking. What are you cooking? But you would do it again. Again and again and again. If it had happened now, while you're stuck in a time loop, you'd jump in and protect them every time. You would protect them all, every time. Sunday lunch. Very nice. Because what's the alternative? Try to find a way to save them without being hurt? But what if you failed? What if you couldn't do it and they did get hurt instead? What if they died because you tried to get a better ending? You can't take that chance. I just want to take, like, a brief moment here. And Kazi, roast chicken sounds amazing. I'm incredibly jealous. I had been thinking about this a couple days ago, actually. And I think right now, especially because Sifrin is kind of, like, internalizing a lot of this right now. Sifrin doesn't know exactly what will stop the time loops, right? And so finding out how you end the time loop is important, but everything that leads up to that moment is still important, because whichever timeline is the one that gets to go forward, everything that you do between starting the loop fresh and finally getting past the loop is what is the canonical deal for all of the characters. Do you want to have had, like, an argument with someone, or someone getting hurt, like a lost limb, or someone else losing an eye, just to get to the end of the loop and break through the time loop, and all of a sudden it's like, I could have done it better without them getting hurt, and now I just have to live in this reality that I didn't do it as well as I could have. It almost kind of seems like maybe it's the intended way, or maybe there's some type of like perfect ending at the end of this, like a standard ending and a perfect ending, where you make zero mistakes. You take absolutely everything that you've learned throughout playing this game, going through probably like 100 loops or so, and like doing everything absolutely perfectly, getting every proper cutscene with all the characters, having the emotional moments and conversations that Sifrin has already had with these people. Because if you get to the end of the time loop and you break through it, you still get to have that emotional connection and understanding with those characters. Otherwise, it's just Sifrin moving on with all of this information, all of these memories on his own. And he still can't talk to people about it. Or if he talks to someone about something he learned in a previous loop, they're going to be like, I never told you about that. How do you know that? That's super weird. It's one of those things where, like, I don't know if anyone else does this, but sometimes I fantasize a little bit, or like have imagination about, like, if I was stuck in a time loop for a particular set of time or a particular day, like, what would I do differently? But I also think, like, what would I want the reality to be on any given day should I break through it? Like, do I want to do something horrible and then all of a sudden time moves forward again and I'm responsible for the horribleness, right? It's incredibly mentally exhausting, honestly. It's tough. You would do it again the exact same way for as long as needed. I'm stronger now, Bonnie. Yeah, we'll get back into the game now. That was a nice little break from the fictional emotional and then an exploration of the reality emotional. But now we're back into fiction. I can protect you and make sure I don't get hurt either. You promise? You promise you won't get hurt again? I promise. Except, like, in the very first loop, in the very first moments of the game, we get crushed by a boulder. But yes, we promise. You super promise? Super promise. You super duper promise? Super duper promise. Okay. Okay! As long as you promise, it's fine. And oh, and anyway, I protected you just now, right? If it wasn't for me, you'd have been hurt? So you can protect me, and I can protect you. And we can protect everyone, too. Yeah? Yeah. You see me, right? I'm gonna touch you now. Oh, that's adorable. Bonnie runs into your side. Sifrin, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because some of the other characters are so tall, but I always imagine that Sifrin is closer to Bonnie's height than they actually are. Like, it looks like Sifrin has, like, at least 1.5 feet on Bonnie. I always thought it was, like, Sifrin up here, Bonnie here. But it's more like this. They hug you tightly. You freeze until you remember what to do. That worried face from Sifrin. Slowly, you hug them back. Aw, so cute. See, you do know how to hug. Looks like I do, yeah. You got memory of training. When memory of training is equipped, your kid will never miss when attacking. Honestly, that's the best skill we've gotten out of all of these. Your kid also learned the skill Billion Blows technique. What? They'll be able to hit the enemy harder during battle. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when you and your kid have had this exact conversation. When you and your kid. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to them all over again. And it's canon, right, that all of these like black box texts, that's Stardust talking, Loop talking. So Loop calls Bonnie the kid. Remember that, okay? Okay, let's go back to Dormont. I gotta show everyone how cool I am now. You nod. You both head back to Dormont. That was so sweet. How much do you want to bet Bonnie is the true protagonist here, and we are actually just one of the deuteragonists here?